You send the email, no reply. You sent another one, nothing. LinkedIn message, silence. Another email, hi, just checking in. And now it has been 3 weeks and it's still complete silence. And you're sitting there thinking, did I do something wrong? Did they go with the competitor? Do they even remember who I am? Habibi, I've been there. But today I want to challenge you on something. The problem might not be what you've said. It might be you never picked up the phone. What's up guys, Kareem here. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about building freedom through selling well and investing smart. This is video 2 in my GCC sales series. If you haven't watched my first one where I explain why SaaS demos fail in the GCC, or my other investment videos where I share how I invest in my strategies, link is gonna be somewhere around here. I'll also leave it in the description. Go watch it after this one. Today we're talking about a very important topic and the core of sales, which is follow-up. And I'm going to share the exact same process I use in my day-to-day selling SaaS in Dubai, Riyadh, Kuwait, Bahrain, Doha. Not theory, not a course I read. This is literally what I do, what has worked, and what I've learned the hard way when it didn't. See, Habibi, how good I am? I'm giving it to you for free. Yalla, Magganan, enjoy.
Thank you.
The GCC follow-up game has its own rules, its own channels, and its own timing. And if you play by the wrong rule book, you don't just lose the deal, you lose the relationship. And in this region where me and you are selling, that's much worse. Let's get into it. Before we talk about follow-up, let's talk about what happens immediately after the demo. Because the email you send in the first hour after the meeting sets the tone for everything that comes after. Most reps sends a generic, thank you for your time, please find the attached email. The client reads it, feels nothing, and moves on with their day. Here's what I do instead. My subject line is always product name, the platform you're selling, dash, the one thing they were most excited about. This is my subject line. And why I do this? Because sometimes I even close the deal and the client doesn't even remember the name of the platform, but he remembers what I help him with. So whenever they search in the inbox, for example, they got excited about how they reduce manual reporting time. He search manual reporting, you pop up. Please don't do the subject line follow up from today's meeting. Also don't do next steps. No, the specific thing they lit up and their eyes open wide in the room. In my example, they leaned forward. When I showed the reporting module, khalas, that's in the subject line. Why? Because when they see the subject line next morning, they immediately remember the moment they felt value. And that's the emotion you want attached to your name. Then the body, it's short. 3 things only. No one remembers anything after 3. 1, a one-line reference to something specific from their operations that they mentioned. Not generic, not your operations. No, choose something real. A project name, a specific number they shared, a frustration they described. Second, the demo recording or any relevant attachments. Everything they need to share internally without having to ask you. Remember, we're developing people who can sell on our behalf. Third, a clean sign-off. For example, all my contact details are below. Don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to our next conversation. That's it. No pitch, no pressure, no call to action asking them to book a meeting. The email, it should take them maximum 30 seconds to read. If it takes more, then it's too long. Now, here's the thing that separates average sales GCC reps from the ones who actually close. Phone calls. Yes, I know in 2026, everyone wants to send a message. It feels less awkward, less pushy. You can craft it perfectly. You don't have to think on your feet. But Habibi, in this region, the phone is still king.
The king in the north!
And here's why. First, it's faster. It takes 2 seconds to answer a call. It takes 2 minutes to type a reply. A lot of decision makers in the Gulf will pick up a call that they would never reply by email. Not because they are ignoring you, but because a quick conversation is easier to them. Second, and this is strong, you hear the tone of the voice. And this is everything. In one phone call, I can tell If someone is genuinely busy, if they are interested but delayed, if they have made a decision and they haven't told me yet, or if something has changed internally. I challenge you, you cannot get this from a read receipt. You cannot get this from one line WhatsApp reply. And I will come back to WhatsApp. But the voice tells you the truth. Third, and this is quick, you can set up next step in real time. Should I check back with you in 2 weeks? Would it help if I sent you a comparison document first? You can have that conversation and lock in an agreed next action. This is almost impossible to do by email that fast. The reps who avoid phone calls in the GCC are leaving deals on the table every week. I have seen it. Pick up the phone and start dialing.
Good, pick up the phone and start dialing.
Let me spend a minute on WhatsApp because this deserves its own section. In the GCC WhatsApp, it's not a casual app. It's a business tool. Senior VPs, procurement heads, COOs, they all use it for business communication daily. But there are rules. And if you break them, you lose the person permanently. Exaggerating a bit. Rule number 1, voices are powerful, use them. This may sound strange if you're from a Western background, but in the Gulf, a 30-second voice note feels more personal than any email you will ever write. It shows effort, it shows you're a real human being. I have sent voice notes to prospects and had them reply within minutes when my emails sat unread for more than 2 weeks. Keep the voice note short, warm, no pitch, just a human check-in. Rule number 2, read the blue ticks. If they have read your message and not replied, do not send another one immediately. Give it at least 48 hours. Maybe they saw it, maybe they're thinking, maybe they read it in a meeting. Pressure at this point is fatal. Rule number 3, know when not to use WhatsApp. For example, Friday is Jummah. Don't send business messages Friday morning. The guy might be praying. Or even he might be on the weekend if he's in Saudi. Don't follow up during Ramadan when energy is low. If I'm eating my iftar and you're texting me, khalas, you're dead to me. And don't message late night unless you have that kind of relationship. For example, they sent you first at this time before. Timing in this culture, it's respect. If you follow these rules, WhatsApp becomes your single most powerful follow-up channel in the GCC. Nothing comes close. Use wisely. Discretion is advised. Habibi, a real story. I once had a client in Saudi called Saleh. After I finished the demo, I was like, I will send you an email. And he's like, no, please send me on WhatsApp all what we've discussed. So I sent him all the attachment on WhatsApp. And throughout the whole journey, all the follow-ups and communication, it's on WhatsApp. Through voice notes, sending him documents, etc. And when it came to the offer and the final offer, I thought like this is the moment when I'll get to know this guy's email. And he's like, no, forward to me the offer on WhatsApp. And then like he sent me the signed offer back on WhatsApp. And I was like, aha, now we're going to activate the platform. Now it's time to get to know your email because I'll never be able to activate the platform on your WhatsApp number. So remember, WhatsApp, it can take you places. So now you know the 2 biggest mistakes, chasing too hard and ignoring the phone. You know why WhatsApp is a business tool in the GCC, and now you know how to use it wisely. And you've heard how an entire deal closed through WhatsApp voice notes only. But let's be honest, knowing that channels only is half the game. The other half is the system. In part 2 of this video, I'm giving you my exact pulse follow-up framework, step by step, plus the 3 secrets nobody in GCC sales talks about. Also, I'll give you 4 word-for-word templates you can use starting from tomorrow. So subscribe so you can get to watch part 2. Like the video in case it helped you. See you in part 2. Yalla, salam alaikum.